The idea behind Jobs and Hope is to help eliminate barriers to employment for individuals in recovery or those who are reentering the workforce from some type of justice involvement. We've had great success with employers that are willing to take a chance.
Society has a lot of stigma surrounding substance use disorder. People don't have an understanding that this is a disease and it is very manageable. People do rebuild their lives and they recover, but they need a lot of assistance doing that. Jobs and Hope West Virginia is one of the programs that helps tear down the barriers associated with having a SUDS diagnosis in your background, and they work diligently to help you rebuild your life.
Our program is 100% voluntary. So people are not being sent to our program. It's not mandatory. It's not court-ordered. So these are individuals that are doing this on their own accord. They want to find that success. They're dedicated to the education and training piece of it, and they want career employment.
We're a strong believer that purpose is an important part of the recovery process, and understand that there are a lot of barriers for individuals experiencing substance use disorder to find not just a livable wage, but to be able to find that purpose.
For someone who's lived in the cycle of addiction, once they get out of that and they see their own potential and they start believing in themselves, these will be some of the hardest, most dedicated workers that you can find out there, because they don't want to go back where they came from.
When I got out, I had nothing. I came out a felon in the middle of that pandemic with no ID. I didn't know where to go. I knew I didn't want to go back to prison. I didn't want to go back using the drugs and alcohol. But I didn't know how to live. And it just felt like all the doors kept shutting in my face, and it was getting rough. So I reached out to Jobs and Hope. It's given me a brighter future. I kind of get choked up for what this program's done for me.
I first went to jail in 2018. I ended up getting 2 felony charges, and that put me in jail for 6 months. While I was in jail, they offered me drug court. That's where I got introduced to Jobs and Hope. If it wouldn't have been for me joining Jobs and Hope, I wouldn't have the job I have today. This opportunity has meant a lot to myself and my family. After years of disappointing my family, now they're extremely proud of me.
They have an opportunity to work with a transition agent who has a lot of knowledge about the resources and programs within the area that they live.
When you come to me and you say, this is what I need, I'll point you to that subject matter expert. It's your job to follow through. I'll be there to support you. We have other support services to help you. All I did was the pointing part. You did the heavy lifting.
As an employer, I'm always looking for qualified, quality staff.
We have different levels of workers, and we're ready to send them to employers.
We've had wonderful luck with the folks that we've received from Jobs and Hope. They experience work in a whole different way. They appreciate it in a different way because they have felt unemployable.
We've never had any issues from a performance standpoint for anybody that's came in from the Jobs and Hope program.
Our relationship with Jobs and Hope has been very positive from the beginning to now. When they come out, they want a job. And if you could give them a job, give them a chance, it's going to help you.
Now is the time to open your eyes and be willing to take a second chance on individuals. If you want to be a part of the solution for individuals to have that meaningful employment and help them with sustainable long-term recovery, this is the program for you.
I just want to say I'm very thankful for this program, and anybody who has the opportunity to do it, I highly recommend it.
The job is the hope. So meaningful employment is part of the recovery process, and that's what we hope to achieve with Jobs and Hope.
The stigma alone with addicts and alcoholics, it's rough. Sometimes just a little bit of knowledge and understanding goes a long ways. And I know if I can change, anybody can change.